Do you remember when the Apple mouse first was introduced? With it being a chunk of plastic with one button? Well, not much has changed. Or has it? Hey guys, welcome back. I am Danny, your friendly tech amigo. If you're new, sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And if we're already amigos, let's get right into it. So this current Apple mouse has been the same design for about 6 to 7 years now. This was back in 2015 when this actually came out, and we haven't gotten a design change per se. We did get, however, that one thing we got back in 1980 something, early 90s. So I've been using the Magic Apple mouse for about 3 years now. I got it as a gift back in 2018 when I was actually going to school and stuff, and I needed a mouse because I only had my trackpad and I was doing a lot of Excel, but I couldn't get that done. So I got it as a gift from my wife, and it's been awesome to a certain extent. I'm going to tell you 2 things I do like about it and 2 things I don't like about it. Let's start off right off the bat with the 2 things I do like about it. The gestures. Even though the mouse has technically only one button, Apple has made it work by adding different gestures that can be executed by swiping with 1 or 2 fingers and even tapping. So swiping left and right with 1 finger gets back and forth on Safari, for example, page before and the page after. And when you have your applications on full screen, you can swipe back and forth with 2 fingers and that'll switch you between apps. Tap twice with 2 fingers and you'll bring up Mission Control. So like I said, Apple found the way to not have buttons but make this work, not like the AirPods. And here's a video of how I dislike them because they don't have buttons. Second thing, the material. For my job, I have a Logitech mouse and it's made out of plastic. So I'm constantly changing from meeting room to meeting room, and I'm constantly afraid of dropping it because it feels fragile. But as for the Apple mouse, I feel like it's a lot more sturdy and it can hold up a couple of drops and stuff. So the base of the mouse is aluminum and it's very, very similar to what we see on our laptop lineup. Pretty sweet. Then the top has got this glassy coated top, which makes it look classy but yet simple and elegant. I like it. I really like that design. I really like that material. It's got glass material. Technically it is glass. It is a lot more fragile if you drop it, but since it's so compact, if it's right in your pocket and you don't feel it like bulky when you're moving around. And since I use it at home, I usually don't move it around, and if I use my laptop in another room, I just use the trackpad because the trackpad is really good. Now on the bottom, it's got 2 little plastic strips, which makes it even easier to maneuver. It just glides over any kind of surface. I usually put it on my desk surface, but I did have an old desk and I did see that where the mouse was placed, it was chipping off my desk, so I decided to get a mouse pad. Simple. You don't need to, but it helps. And it being just under 100 grams, you can barely feel that you have a mouse in your hand, and it just glides perfectly. So it's a very good mouse to use at home to a certain extent. The design, I don't really like it. It is very, very lousy ergonomical design, and it's not intended for you to be using it long terms. I do use it to edit my videos on here and all that. And if you do have an Apple mouse, I do recommend that you get a wrist rest for your mouse when you're using it, because it helped me in the long use, especially during my school days. But you don't need this. You're better off with the trackpad when it comes to the design. And the second thing, of course, I always complain about Apple, but I always seem to buy it, the cost. For something that's about 70 bucks, 80 bucks, 90 bucks, it's pretty high up there. Yes, it's very good in the ecosystem. You put it, you launch it on your iPad, on your laptop, on your iMac, whatnot, whatever. It's very good in the ecosystem. But there are other mouse out there that are cheaper and have a better ergonomical design. So if you're going to use it for the long run, you might want to think about that. If you're going to stick to Apple, well then go with the Apple mouse, I guess. Now I'm not going to talk about the charging port being under the mouse itself because it really doesn't bother me. It's got a great lasting battery. And if you do run out of battery, well then just connect it, go grab a drink, go grab the snack, and come back. You'll come back 5 minutes and you'll get maybe 3 to 4 hours charge time, and you can keep using it. It's not that bad, so I'm not going to talk about that. It really doesn't bother me. So there you have it. Apple Magic Mouse here from your friendly tech amigo Danny. Do you have one? Do you like it? Do you use it a lot? What's the one thing Apple can improve? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. If you're coming back to this channel and you already subscribed, thank you very much for hanging out with me to the end of the video. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so every time I post something, ding, you get that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.